Hi, you're watching Weekly World Climate Change News. Ethiopia launched an historical tree planting campaign at the Gwelala Botanical Garden in Addis Ababa this week. Over 350 million trees were planted in a single day, crashing the former Indian record in an ambitious move to tackle the effects of deforestation and climate change. Juliet Biao Koundeukpo, director of UN Environment's Africa Office, recently stated that afforestation is the best way to fight climate change, and the United Nations Environment Programme is already working on ways to replicate these tree planting campaigns. An assessment carried out by researchers at the EU's Copernicus Climate Change Service has confirmed that this July was the warmest month ever recorded worldwide. This year in particular, July has been striking heatwaves throughout Europe, the United States, and even the Arctic that caused extreme distress and a daunting increase in wildfires. While scientists have not directly linked these events to climate change, it is likely that the emissions of CO2 from human activities are altering background temperatures. A team of scientists developed a space sensor instrument to observe and monitor different ecosystems under threat from extreme weather, changing climates, ground-level activities, and population growth. This high-tech instrument, endorsed by NASA, is relying on information and high-resolution photographs for research, innovation, and sustainability efforts while simultaneously protecting several important industries. The utilization of this technology contributes to NASA's mission for discovery and exploration of the natural world. The project will be further developed with the help of federal funding. A new wildfire campaign calling for the listing of the African elephant in the Appendix 1 of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora was launched by Kenya and supported by 31 more African states after the dangerously dwindling numbers of elephants due to poaching. The launch took place in Nairobi's international airport since the Kenya Airport Authority has committed to fight against illegal wildfire trafficking. A new study in Nature Geoscience found that wildfires can trap considerable amounts of carbon through the production of charcoal, known as pyrogenic carbon, helping to mitigate climate change. The results of the study demonstrate that pyrogenic carbon production by landscape fires could be a significant risk for atmospheric CO2, which has been overlooked in the global carbon cycle. An official climate crisis was declared during the 5th Pacific Island Development Forum, which represents 10 of 14 member states in the Pacific. For these high-risk states, the collective futures of the Pacific inhabitants will depend on their ability to push back against the fossil fuel industry and develop equitable solutions centered on people. In the face of potential climate breakdown for states like Fiji and the Solomon Islands, this declaration is testament to the commitment of politicians in confronting the climate crisis. Muğla in western Turkey used to be a heaven with deep blue sea and fertile croplands. However, 3 coal plants have been built and are poisoning the surrounding life. The carcinogenic dust, which is the acute threat to health, even reaches the opposite shores of the Mediterranean. If these plants work until 2043, 328 million tons of carbon dioxide will be emitted to the atmosphere. A short film, Curse of Coal, is shedding light on the real cost of coal and people's opposition to those who turned the region into a coal-burning hell. Nigeria ranks as one of the world's leading destinations for electronic waste, receiving over 71,000 tons of used electronic goods per day. Many Nigerians now make a living by scavenging for sealable materials from local scrapyards, home to multiple thriving informal markets for e-waste. A new approach is currently being undertaken known as the circular economy approach in order to promote and increase formalization of this budding recycling sector. The aim of this initiative is to minimize the impact of consumer electronics on human health and the environment. You were watching Weekly World Climate Change News. My name is Katerina Velkov, and we hope you will join us next week.